This video is brought to you by my latest book, How to Play Melodic Rock Lead Guitar, a comprehensive guide to doing exactly that, playing melodic rock lead guitar. This is not just some collection of scale patterns and tabs, although you do get plenty of those, but you also get an entire chapter on how to come up with your own licks, as well as video content, tutorials and demonstrations, loads of jam tracks, and all the way through I'm encouraging you to expand your fretboard knowledge and showing you how you can think in a more musical and melodic way. Check out the link in the description for more details. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. A second look at this guitar today. This is a rather lovely Gibson Firebird tribute that's been loaned to me by a pal of mine who, just dropped it off the other day and said, would you like to make a video with this? So I said, well, yes, of course. I did a quick first impressions video that went out on Thursday, and I'm still wearing the same shirt because I made that video earlier today, and what I've been doing since then is putting together a little bit of music with this, just the usual kind of demo tune. Just using it in a working situation, just so I can get some thoughts on it. So I'll tell you what, let's have a listen to how this guitar sounds in a mix. And as always, you'll find a full tab for that piece of music in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing it and the jam track to play along with yourself. That is, as ever, up on my Patreon page. There's the address on screen. Link is in the description, as I'm sure you know. It's $3 or roughly £3 a month, and you get access to all of these tabs and jam tracks and goodies and stuff that go along with these YouTube videos. Massive thank you, massive thank you to everyone who supports me in that, or any of the other ways, all of which are downstairs in the description. A little bit more housekeeping. As you probably already know, I was using the Blue Guitar Amp 1 Mercury Edition for all of that demo there, and everything was done on the Vintage channel. I did, however, need to make a slight tweak to my usual settings. Normally I have the gain about 5, between 5 and 6, and for that second solo there I just thought it needed a little bit more grunt. So I wound the gain up a couple of notches to 7. It's the only change I made. Other than that, all of the variations in tone, the clean, strummy chords, the sort of cleanish lead and everything was all just done with the guitar's volume controls, just varying them to get different levels of gain going into the amp. Speaking about the pickups, which we weren't, but I'm kind of hinted at I needed to add a little bit more gain. Let's have a look at some pickup readings and just general weights and measures. I said on Thursday that this is a light guitar. It is 3.45 kilos. Nut width 41.8. We'll call it a 42mm nut. There's your pickup readings there. 6.94 on the bridge, 6.19 in the neck position, and in the middle 3.27. First and 12th fret neck profiles there, and as expected, a 12-inch fretboard radius. The neck on this is referred to when you can find specs on this guitar because it is a discontinued model. This one though is for sale, and it might be at the time of recording this video the only one I can find on sale anywhere. I say at the time of recording this video it is currently the 16th of August. I know this video is going out months later, but that's how far in advance I work because I'm a busy lad. So when this video does go out, I'll put a pinned comment underneath it giving you an update on whether or not the guitar is for sale. As I say, the neck is what they call a slim taper neck. Very, very comfortable neck, quite reminiscent, not surprisingly, of the profile of my Les Paul Tribute. The one thing it doesn't have that the Les Paul Tribute has, I mentioned this ages ago when I first got that guitar a few years ago, on the Les Paul Tribute there's a little bit of a lip between the fretboard and the neck. It's not anything that impedes playing, and you have to really feel for it to notice it, but it's absent on this guitar, so I don't know what's going on there. The other thing about this guitar, and I should have noticed this on Thursday really, is that Firebirds are traditionally neck-through guitars, but that doesn't look like a neck-through guitar to me. I might be wrong. This might be some kind of veneer over the back, but you'd usually expect to see the piece of wood that is the neck continuing down the body, and this one just doesn't. It looks and feels more like a Les Paul neck joint. It's like a set neck. Some people will insist that robs the guitar of the essential Firebird character. Some people will say it doesn't matter. I can't offer a comment because this is the first Firebird I've ever played, so I don't know what what to expect from a Firebird. What I can tell you is that I really rather enjoy playing this guitar. There were one or two wrinkles, but we'll get to those. Well, one main one, but we'll get to those later. I suppose the first one is that I did find the bridge pickup just on my usual settings. On the amp, it just needed a little bit of a push to get it over the edge to get the kind of lead sound I wanted. But hey, that's why they invented these things, isn't it? So I could have used that, but it was just easier to lean over and turn a knob to play that second solo. Yeah, I've enjoyed playing this guitar. It's everything I've heard about Firebirds over the years has been that they've been big and ungainly and bulky and all the rest of it, because isn't it right that they were designed for Gibson by an automotive designer rather than a guitar designer? So they weren't designed with a guitarist's sense of ergonomics in mind. But I find this a really comfortable guitar to play. If I just position it here, you will see there's a little bit, but not much of neck dive. It's not plummeting to the floor. It just finds its equilibrium and stays there. What I'm trying to say is, all the time I was playing it, I wasn't feeling like I was constantly having to give it physical support and hold it up as I was playing. I just wasn't. It was, as I say, a very comfortable guitar to play. The way this kind of back body bout here kind of slopes up, it feels reminiscent of a Stratocaster without the forearm contour, which doesn't bother me anyway. I actually prefer a little perch to sit on. So yeah, a very, very enjoyable guitar to play, and I've had fun with this one. As I say, there was one other wrinkle. I I don't know whether it's just because we're kind of having a bit of hot weather at the moment, but I did find tuning stability was something of a well, not a massive issue, but I was having to tune this guitar in between takes on that demo piece in a way that I don't usually have to. You know, you'd start playing the second verse melody and think, oh, that's a bit, okay. Put the old headstock tuner on and you think, oh yeah, it seemed to be mainly the G string that was going sharp for some reason. I don't know. That's you know, I mean, it's easy to fix, and Gibson guitar suffers slight wonkiness in the tuning. It's hardly Stop the Press, is it? You know, funny enough, my Les Paul doesn't seem to do that, but I don't know, maybe the headstock angle, I don't know, but that was just something that I noticed as I was playing. Other than that, a fantastic guitar. As I mentioned on Thursday, when I was a teenager, when I was 16, 17, I was in a band with an old man, because he was over 30, he was 31 or 32, an old guy, yes, those were the days, and he was forever waxing lyrical about a 3-pickup Firebird that he'd had years before and really regretted getting rid of it, and he spoke about it fondly and often, so I just kind of picked up this vibe that it must be a fantastic guitar. I must get my hands on one of those one day. And finally, dear me, 40 years later, I've managed it. Yes, doesn't time fly? And it's, as I say, been a very, very enjoyable experience. As I say, currently this guitar is for sale. It may or may not still be the case when this video goes out, but I'll keep you posted. And that's pretty much the video for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed what you've seen, and if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not drop me a like as well while you're at it. And of course, don't forget the live stream every Friday, regular as clockwork, 5 PM UK time. We just have a beer and a chat for an hour. It's a great way to kick off the weekend. I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Oh, and thank you very much to Neil for loaning me this guitar. And I will sign off now. I'll see you all in the next one, folks. Look after yourselves. Bye for now.